All right, well, first of all, congratulations to you. I was just telling you I'm nerding out about that shot at the top of Wembley Stadium as it comes down to you at the piano. So one, I want to talk about that shot specifically, but also how the music itself and the vocals were performed. I know Freddie's voice is in there. I'm curious because to me, it's one of the best edits of what it looks like to see someone singing something and then hearing someone else's voice come through. How did that work on set and kind of maybe getting to that shot specifically as well?
Well, that took, I personally realized early on that lip syncing does not look anything like the real thing. So every opportunity that I had to sing, or you see singing in the film, is me probably losing my voice. But for all of us, it took an immense amount of training. I mean, singing lessons, piano lessons, guitar lessons, bass lessons, drum lessons for Ben. It was just putting in the work to try to look like you have been playing these things for essentially all your life. Now, I think the realism of Live Aid only occurs because of the amount of practice and rehearsal we did. I mean, we watched Live Aid over and over and over, each one of us, and just continued to rehearse it as much as possible, because that was the first thing we shot in this film. Wow. Was that shot you're talking about. That massive crane shot that goes right through Wembley and pulls up on me at the piano was the very first thing we ever did.
It's crazy. And it's one of the best continuous shots I've ever seen. Now, I'm sure you guys have been getting a lot of questions about what's your favorite Queen song. I'm genuinely curious to know, after the filming ended, did a song of theirs that maybe you had liked or had known about prior to the filmmaking of the movie mean more to you after the movie was done? And which song is it?
I feel like it's such an obvious one, but for me it was We Are the Champions, because Live Aid was my first day of filming and then the very last. So it kind of bookended the entire experience. Oh. And then hearing them do it and seeing them do it again it was really emotional, and hearing that lyric especially. It's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise, and after everything, it was just such a kind of exquisite finishing.
Yeah.
And for you, same?
I mean, for me, it was probably Love of My Life.
That meant more to you at the end of the production?
Yeah, absolutely. Just because, literally the final thing we shot was the two of these guys performing that
so
in Rio. And literally, Rami needed to bow in character, and in that moment, we were all there and we clapped for him, and we all came together and had this big hug. And so now every time I hear that, I think of, this production and these people and just everything that we went through. It really... And man, I listen to their whole catalog now. Like, we're just like becoming more obsessed with it instead of getting sick of it, which is sort of weird.
You two real fast, what song?
I'm the same way. I've listened to more Queen now than I ever have in my life, but unlike Joe, I'm because of Love of My Life now, I can't listen to it because I'm worried I'm gonna get emotional. And it's the one song that I have to just switch over to the next.
I just let myself get emotional.
You do.
I'm in the car by myself.
I just cry through it.
Yeah, I mean, Love of My Life for exactly the same reason. It was a really significant moment after a massive journey of a film, to then get to that moment with all the people that we've been involved with, the cast and the amazing crew. Everybody there in that moment will always, always have a special place in my heart. Yeah.
Last thing for you, I genuinely mean this, I'm not saying this because I'm sitting here with you. You completely disappeared in this role. I actually didn't see Rami Malek at all, and it actually scared me a little bit, because it was like one of the most incredible things where I've seen, where I'm genuinely looking on screen and I see Freddie Mercury, and that's freaking crazy that you're able to pull that off.
That's a massive compliment.
And I'm just wondering about the physicality of what it meant when you had the teeth in, and how you were able to learn how to kind of speak a certain way with it. Was that a challenge specifically?
Yeah, I mean, every aspect of trying to emulate him is a challenge, but I actually got really used to having the teeth in, and it was when I pulled them out when I felt the most naked.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, guys, thank you. Thank you for letting me do that. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I really